Okay, I'm back. I got my rock and it's been filtered and cleaned. You want this as a base so when you put the soil in there, the roots for the plant have a place to go, for one. And number two, you have a barrier between the soil and the well, I need a lot more than that. That's what I figured. You need a base between the soil and the bottom of the tank so you don't create mud. It'll be a lot healthier for your amphibian. This is my first one. This is not a how-to video. This is just what I'm doing. I was going to get blue rock or green rock, but I realized the dirt's going to be on it and I'm not going to see it, so it's not going to really matter what color the rock is. And I'm going to have to do a second bag, which I do have, and I didn't do. I wasn't sure if I was going to need two or not, but I'm just making it, level as possible. It is going to make it heavier. I do have a shelf system, and I'll go over that and I'll show you everything. I'm really excited. It's my first amphibian. Next thing I want to do is a large terrarium in my living room that will have like a lizard, like a giant gecko. I would like a giant gecko or something like that, but nothing that gets like a couple of feet. I could handle a 12-inch lizard, but also wear gloves because amphibians, they breathe through their skin. They absorb toxins through their skin, and that's how they can get sick. They can get toxicity. Tox out, something like that I read online. So you always want to make sure you have, latex gloves, rubber gloves, whatever you want to call it, before you do anything like this with the plant, the Spanish moss, the dirt, and the animal. You can handle the frog, but you want to wear latex gloves, of course. And number two, you don't want to handle them a whole lot. They're more of a, like some reptiles, they're more of a just check out the pet, kind of at a distance pet. It's not like a cat or a dog, like people think that you have to give it attention. Frogs, snakes, lizards, they don't really give a shit about your attention. They want to be left alone, and they want to be able to feed and if possible procreate, because that's just basic survival for their species, whether it be amphibian, snake, lizard, or whatever else. So it's a lot of these pets. People have the common denominator is like, oh well, if I can't take care of it because I can't pick it up. I can't spend time with it. That's not true. As long as you're feeding it and taking care of it and make sure it has water and stuff like that, it's a pet that you admire within its enclosure. It's not a pet that you have to, like a cat or a dog, that you have to give affection to, because sooner or later that cat or dog will eventually become saddened, with depression. Reptiles don't get that. They don't really care for humans. Same with frogs. So they're more of a admire from a distance. It's like having a venomous reptile. You admire it from a distance, which I don't have any venomous. That's up to people. That's their preference. For me, I live alone. It would be unwise for me to have something like that, because not very many people come by my house, for one, and number two, if I get bit, more than likely I'll die. So that's a big deterrent. Even though most venomous reptiles are the most beautiful because of the coloration and variation and stuff like that, but that's just part of, in the natural world, the wild. The brighter, the more vibrant, the more deadly the animal is in the animal kingdom. A lot of animals will actually recognize that, and that's why a lot of dart frogs don't get eaten, even though they're about, quarter inch or 3/4 of an inch. I gotta stop the video so I can do the other rock, because I want to make sure I have enough to cover at least a 1/4 inch, maybe more. I want to see how I feel about this, and So I gotta stop it, and there'll probably be a couple videos where I stop and start. I had to do all this myself. I didn't set up right away, but I was really excited to get this set up.